What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. And on this video, I want to talk about this article. I want to give it specific, independent attention. It says right here, how Biden's climate plan could limit you to eat just one burger a month, and it costs you $3.5 thousand a year per person in taxes and force you to spend $55,000 on an electric car and crush American jobs. And we're seeing this, and I've covered this in various playlists. However, I just want to show you guys how it aligns beautifully with one of my videos about absolute zero carbon emissions from this table right here. I had the PDF and the link on my Patreon, as well as below on the video that I posted about this maybe, I don't know, a few months ago. And it correlates perfectly because, again, they're trying to get rid of every carbon emission, which again takes away completely agriculture of real animals, because every single animal emits carbon. You completely obliterate it. If you don't want any carbon, it completely obliterates the normal agricultural industry of eating animals and things that come from animals, including milk and things like that. And down here, it says in a disturbing picture, what will be required to meet Joe's green targets? It says red meat, cut 90% of red meat out of diet. Now, they're already structuring this as we demonstrated in many videos here on this channel. Feel free to look at the playlist, but they're structuring it in a way where they're already showing shortages here in chicken. We see poultry shortages. I showed you how they gassed and burned alive millions of chickens, and they're saying that there's a shortage. They want to get rid of them completely, and restaurants cannot keep them in stock. But never fear, because we have Beyond Meat. Whether you call it lab-grown, cultured, or cell-based meat, these alternatives to animal meats are becoming more popular with each passing day. And I'd love to point out, not more popular, but more forced, because they are creating a problem to enforce a solution, and we know that. And we talk about that quite often over here on this channel. So back to this article. We not only see it with all our meat production, and again, it's not just red meat, it's poultry, it's meat products. We see how even they're coming up with, different ways to create milk. We're seeing it from yellow peas and so many different things. Your dog food with insect proteins, all types of different things and all types of different crises. And we're seeing downsizing of beef. There's no beef available. Chicken is getting too hard to feed them. Australia, they're saying, nope, not even just countrywide, statewide, citywide, global. It'll affect you globally. And we've covered this in countless videos before. And of course, it correlates very well with this graph right here. It says even here, 2030, beef and lamb phase out. And again, the CEO of Impossible Foods already said that they want to create a lifestyle where real meat comes completely obsolete by year 2030. Now, even your car, I've done a video detailing specifically on our transportation systems and how it correlates with Biden's new Build Back Better infrastructure plan and different articles we've seen on World Economic Forum's website, and how electric cars, we're not only seeing it with gas and what we've been experiencing with our gas problems lately, but how new legislation is banning gas-powered things such as stoves in new homes, wood-burning fireplaces, gas-powered lawn equipment. All these things are coming to an end, and they are trying to electrify and digitalize everything to get you on a grid, so then when they do want to shut things down, they inevitably will, because again, I have a whole video labeling out the next pandemic that we need to prepare for, and that would be it, folks, and that would be worse than anyone has ever seen before, because everything is becoming digital, including our currency, and everything is being tracked, monitored. You can spend this, you can buy this, you can eat this, you can do that, you can drive here, and everything is being controlled 100%. And again, it's already talking about it down here, what I just was talking about, heating your home, $5,000, almost $6,000 to install new electric heat pump on top of other things, because we already talked about, solar panels on the rise, getting everything on a digital grid, no gas-powered stoves, your washing machines, all these different things we want to get electric. And Biden announced the goal to cut emissions by 2030 compared to 2005 levels at the start of Day 2 Climate Summit on Thursday. And they're not calling it climate change anymore. They're calling it a climate emergency. And of course, it changes literally everything. So this article itself was just packed with things that directly identify with one of my previous videos of absolute zero by 2050 carbon emissions, down from road vehicles all the way to fossil fuels. affecting every single avenue of your life and your friend's life and global life as we know it today. So I wanted to touch briefly on those articles and show you that the future is here, and the future doesn't happen with a snap of a finger. It happens by building puzzle piece by puzzle piece, hoping that it goes unnoticed until you gradually accept the change, because you slowly wean off of it. So it's not so rough and disruptive, but it does in fact, and it will in fact, and it is in fact happening. So I wanted to point that out. There's always so much to talk to that correlates so beautifully with this picture, this graph right here, and show you guys those articles, because this was a jam-packed one of everything that, I mean, is labeled out for you. It's happening today. So in the comments below, please leave a comment on what's happening in your city, country, or state, what you're noticing that is really identifying with this absolute zero carbon emission plan over here, and what you're noticing, and how, you know, secret and just very snake-like it's just entering and weaning into the lives of different sectors like manufacturing, food, agriculture, the car industry, stuff like that. You know, we can't even produce cars anymore because apparently they don't have the chips. Now, do you think that's the real reason, or do you think they really just want to stop producing gas-powered cars? You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at it for what it is and what's really happening. So leave a comment down below if you're noticing anything that corresponds with this well. And hopefully you guys like these short, quick, concise videos of some information just to keep you updated and on watch, as we like to say over here. If you guys enjoy this content, please consider supporting me over on Patreon, subscribe to this video, and share it with your friends. With that being said, I will see you guys in my next upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching.